Alright guys, so about to start this live recording session here. And let's get on this chart actually. So let's start from the weekly perspective. We are, tapping off the weekly PDRA. We are bouncing off of it. Daily time frame, we have a daily CRT here, and we also have like a little fair value gap here, which we can tap up into, and that buy side objective up there at that high is going to be the target for now. So as you can see that there, right here, this is going to be the main objective here. So yeah, and then on the 4-hour time frame, what I'm seeing mainly is we had a strong displacement. We are pushing up. Now we're wanting to have a continuation to this high up here. What else? We have a 1-hour PDRA we are respecting. We also have this little nice minor buy setup here, which we can meet. We don't have any fair value gap there though. So the main issue now is like we don't have really a 4-hour or a daily PDRA on MNQ, while the other ones probably do. Now we are pushing up higher. We do have this little fair value gap here. Let's go to the 5-minute here. Showing strong displacement. Oh my days. Oh my days. Alright, now let's go to the other charts. YM is moving down lower. Go from a daily perspective here. Now we have candle SMT at the daily lows, which is pretty nice. I want to see why we're moving down lower though. ES is failing to continue up higher while NQ is having strong displacement. Again, really my main thing is like, hey, is it sponsored by anything? Is it not? Like, I'm not really focused on like 9:30 movement. I'm focused on the continuation for today. That's the main focus. Is like, hey, 9:30 is cool. This movement right here from 9:30 right here all the way to 9:34 right now is cool, but I want to see, is this the continuation for the day? And the answer right now is no. We are moving down lower on ES, and Q is showing weakness here. If we're looking at the 4-hour time frame specifically, we do have SMT at the highs. Oh, we really don't actually. No, they do actually. But is this SMT really sponsored by anything? That's the real question. Like, is it sponsored by something on the daily time frame? And when I look at it, it's like no. The answer is like no. Especially after hitting the weekly fair value gap, it's a no for me. So now it's really just like, hey, we gotta be patient. Be patient. 4-hour time frame, we are moving down lower. 1-hour time frame. ES is looking a little bit more bearish and bullish than NQ. NQ is just holding up there. YM is just melting, I won't lie. Lie to you. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. You don't lie to me. We don't have any form of SMT. Now YM is better. Reach those lows. So now I'm going to draw my volume profile on the 5-minute time frame on this chart. I'm gonna draw it from the range high to the range low. We go on the 15-minute time frame here and draw my range low right here to the range high. And same thing with NQ really. It's like, where's my range high? Where's my range low? Alright, and then YM is looking like it's just gonna melt to those lows. I won't lie to you, probably won't have the volume profile for that one. Yeah, it's about to melt right through it. Honestly, let's just draw a bigger one then. Yeah, we're melting now. But like, is the melt sponsored? That's the thing. I want to see if the melt is sponsored by anything. If not, then it's probably just a manipulation for us to continue higher. And then, have strong movement to the upside here. On the 5-minute, everything looks nice here. Alright, yeah. So, except for YM is just like melting, bro. You don't know if it's gonna come back up. Alright, we have the value area lows. We have the point of controls. Alright, so looks like YM did form that manipulation, and we can probably start to move up higher. Let me get some water. I'm a little thirsty. We have SMT fill on the 1 hour. Let's have these on the copy trader. I forgot I don't have them on the copy trader. That's one thing I almost forgot. Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright, let's draw this out real quick for you guys. We never met the buy side objective. ES is meeting this 1 hour PDRA while NQ isn't. And yeah, there's no rush really. No rush. 30-minute time frame. This is a 15-minute confluence that we failed to disrespect. See, we just wicked right through it, and this is what happened yesterday. Honestly, is like I was impatient. I didn't wait for the 3-minute inverse. Good thing is I did mitigate risk. You know, I cut the risk in half, and I only lost that amount. Which again, but still is like, hey, this loss could have been prevented. Same thing with like that one trade that we took last week Thursday. It's like, hey, these losses could have, you know, they could have been prevented from occurring. But it's really just greed, honestly, that gets to, you know, it gets to you, and you start wondering, you know, like, hey, is this trade really good? Is this trade really bad? And you know, you just start seeing things. You start seeing setups like, hey, is this setup doesn't look A+ anymore, you know, like. The setup does. The setup looks A+. The setup doesn't. You know, you start seeing stuff when you start journaling a little bit more. And let's go to the 15. But on the 1 hour on this chart, let's go to the 15. We're having some rejection here, which is nice, but it's not near the value area low, except for ES. ES is on the value area low. I want to see some strong continuation higher here. Strong rejection, honestly. But we're not getting that. You see, we're coming back up. YM is pushing up higher too, though. So maybe this is where we get that push. But again, we don't really have any 4 hour confluence. This is where it gets like a little tricky. So I'm going to go on ES and see if we do. We don't really see that here. Both of them really don't have a 4 hour confluence. This one did hit the 1 hour PDRA though. That's why it's getting a little bit more tricky for me. Is like, hey, if we had a higher time frame confluence, these trades would have looked really promising, but now we are also forming a 30-minute CB. Unless we make this inverse. This one does have a 3-minute PDRA, 2-minute, 1 minute, honestly. So we have a 2-minute gap here at this high, so I'm not going to take it. I'm talking about the one down here with the 1 minute. I know I see it, guys. Don't worry. I see this one right here, but I'm not going to take it. Yeah, we're just not going to take it. There's nothing really here I like seeing, honestly, especially from like I want to see from a higher time frame perspective, like I guess the CRT is kind of my higher time frame confluence here. NQ is forming it. So I guess the trade is valid. We just gotta see some displacement here from this, and I'll take it with the closure. But it's not giving us that. You can see that there. It's not giving it to us with the closure here. Unfortunate. So yeah, we're not gonna take it. It's waiting, honestly. ES is forming it. We got 2 minutes for another 15-minute candle, so I'm gonna just wait for this one. Even if it closes all the way up there, 50-point stop, which is not bad. Target that. If not, use standard deviations, you know, to like target something. So I'm not against either. I think this trade idea looks valid. Just waiting. Seeing if it does form or not. No. All on the 2 minute. Giving it time. Letting it close. No, 1 minute. 1 minute to. Let's go on the 3 minute actually. 5 minute. There's nothing here. I think we win this or we lose this chat. Question mark. See where we close. That's the main thing. Like, where are we gonna close? Are we gonna close where I want it to close, or are we gonna just close somewhere else? Yeah, we're not getting that closure. Did we get it? I'm not even too sure. No, we didn't get it. But I'll still take it here after this candle, I guess. If this candle gets it, honestly. Just waiting. Being patient here. I'll probably take it on the 1 minute right here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just 16 seconds. Oh my gosh. Might be entering a little too late. Yeah, let's get in. FOMO entry. Won't lie to you, it's a little FOMO. This is huge, bro. Stop loss is huge. I'll probably go break even once we get these highs met. So have a break even point here. Being patient. Trade was kind of overextended, I won't lie. I should have never entered. I should have just waited for the candle closure, which would have been another better entry here again. Oh my gosh. If I get stopped out here, I'm probably going to be disappointed in myself for having such a FOMO entry, knowing that the trade idea was still valid. If we simply just waited. Just looking at the 1 minute though, I was like, hey, we gotta displace here. We gotta break above those highs, continue up higher, bro. If not, we're cooked. Just letting it run, bro. Letting it do its thing. I can't really control it now at this point. I think the trade idea is valid. Alright, we're breaking above those highs. Probably gonna meet our break-even target. Alright, let's go break-even here. I'm going a little break-even early. I didn't like the fill, honestly. That's kind of the main reason why. And again, if we don't reach that high, yeah, there we go. Alright, break even. Met our buy side objective. Aiming for a little bit more though, which in my honest opinion is kind of fine. This would have been a 1-to-1 already, right? No, it's not even a 1-to-1 yet, so it's kind of why I'm not holding it right there. Just letting it run a little bit more. The standard deviation target is aiming for a little bit higher, so again, we want to kind of see a little bit more displacement here, continuation from that breach above the highs. We don't want to see, you know, since NQ is the leader, we want to see continuation since ES is yet to reach it. Of course, we have S&T at the highs. That's why I'm going break even here. But again, I want to see NQ and ES continue to displace, and NQ displace higher and break above those highs, since ES hasn't met the highs. And of course, we're bullish. You know, you want to see us have ES reach those highs, and then NQ continue higher, and then eventually we can start to move down lower. But that scenario hasn't happened yet, so just letting it run. Hold on, we're just being patient. So yeah. Normal for a correction here. I just had such a bad fail. That's the thing. Like, if I didn't have such a bad fail, I don't think I would get hit break even, honestly. That's the only reason why I'm like a little bit disappointed, just because I had such a bad fail. And if I never had such a bad fail, bro, like this trade idea would have been probably, you know, reaching the, if we closed here, you know, instead of entering all the way up here, we close right here and we enter. You know, like you can see the risk reward difference is by a margin. Even if we had the 5 contracts, still good stop loss. This is a 1-to-1. This is your 1-to-1.5 right here, bro. And your stop loss is all the way down here, as opposed to being all the way up here. You know, so that's kind of the main reason why I'm just a little disappointed in this trade. Is because again, I had a FOMO entry, and I just was unable to like sit on my hands and wait for the closure. And thinking like the market was gonna leave me, when in reality it just didn't. It literally didn't leave me. It literally was right here waiting for me, and it could have gave me a better entry, but I just got FOMO. Probably gonna get stopped down now. Yeah. Right. Oh, right around here, I guess. Yeah. All right. So that's my one trade for today. Hey, break even. Honestly, bad fail, bad trade. I deserve it, honestly. I'm not really disappointed or anything. It's my fault for having such a FOMO entry. You know, again, I just talked about it. Even entering down here would have been a better option, but just waiting for the candle closure right here, man. This would have been your 1-to-1. Right there. Would have been the 1-to-1.4 that I needed. Reaching the buy side objective, but that's really it, man. Honestly, not a bad trade idea. Won't lie to you guys. Won't lie to you, my boy. Won't lie to you. Yeah, I think it was a good trade. I don't really see anything wrong with it. I think this is a great setup. I just didn't like the rejection here, and that's why I went break even. I knew if we displaced and we never rejected, we would have probably met the the objective. But if we rejected after displacing, then we probably wouldn't have met the objective. And as simple as that. And once the objective gets met, I don't want to be in the trade any further. But now we are showing signs of continuing higher after, meeting the objective and retracing, which is fine with me, honestly. You can't win them all, that's what they say. Yeah, it has been a little bit more frustrating because, again, I've just been like, I took an L twice on the main account, and then we're slowly trying to climb out of the way. But again, it's just following the rules, following the system. I have it right here. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, hey, I'm still gonna make mistakes. I'm still gonna be imperfect, but as long as we follow the system, as long as we stick to our rules and plan, we, most likely 9 times out of 10, we'll see the success over a long run. Just gotta be patient. We gotta be disciplined, showing up every single day and aiming for consistency, and that's really it, bro. There's nothing else really to this game. I just taking it one day at a time and one step at a time, and that's really it, bro. Yeah, that's all really I gotta say. Like, there's not much else to it, so I'm just gonna end this here.